Well, hey, you're here. You've made it. Hoorah! And where is here, you may ask? Good question. This is the MindGriller Server. I'm Gravity, and that's Cow. And where exactly are we on the MindGriller Server? Also a good question. Now, previous viewers of this channel, and that means both of you, will know that here in the MindGriller Server, we've disabled the F3 keybind. So where exactly are we? Who's to say? And what are we doing out here at night with phantoms? Also another good question. As it so happens, Cow and I have a plan. It's a complicated plan involving many components, and the last we have yet to collect is a phantom membrane. How hard is it to get a phantom membrane? Now, if I slept with a tame cat, they have a 70% chance to bring the player a gift. And of these gifts, 3.22% is likely to be phantom membranes, which ironically is the same chance that they will eat your face off while you're sleeping. Now, I've not tamed any cats, and I never will. So the only way to get the phantom membranes is to swipe at some of these phantoms. Cow is quite terrified of phantoms. Cow, may I confirm that you have confidence in me as a strong nandrolone, decanoate, oxymethylone, testosterone, riddled and stacked phantom hunter? Just move if you agree. Okay then. I still have one question, and luckily I know someone smart we can ask. What is the likelihood of a phantom dropping a phantom membrane? /AIGF.
50%.
Now, the cleverest among you will know that loot tables in Minecraft are set on a per event basis. In this case, for example, it doesn't mean that if I kill 2, that I definitely will get 1 phantom membrane. Quite the opposite. It means each time I kill a phantom, there are equal chances that I will or won't get a membrane. And it is possible that I can kill quite a few in a row without ever getting a membrane, but it's also possible that I can kill quite a few and get 1 each time. So I guess it's like rolling the dice, which is of course a gambling reference. Earlier today, Cow and I watched a YouTube video, which we are often wont to do. The video we watched is called Minecraft Beta 1.0 in Roblox Part 1. It was uploaded 4 months ago by Ralphie279, and despite the total lack of narration and an inexplicably in-your-face keyboard, it shows what portends to be Minecraft running inside Roblox. Now that does leave a little bit of an aftertaste. The comments imply that it has been put up and taken down more than once. And while content moderation on Roblox is evidently equal parts incomprehensible, incomprehensive, and inconsequential. Now, I don't bring this up in order to pile on Roblox, because frankly I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. But among the many controversies with the platform, in addition to content moderation and developer compensation, which at best can be considered challenging, Roblox's avatar shop has been accused of encouraging gambling-like behavior among young players. Countries like the Netherlands and Belgium have in fact banned these type of activities. And just last year, a class action lawsuit filed against Roblox by parents alleges that the platform allowed their children to gamble on third-party sites using Robux as a currency. And what is Robux, you may ask? Good question. It is a virtual currency both used in the game to buy things and to pay developers. Now, it's not clear to me if it was one or more developers who built Minecraft Beta in Roblox. Suggestions that things you build are no longer there after you build them notwithstanding. Based on the Minecraft video I watched this morning, it appears that the Roblox version uses the original textures from Minecraft Beta. Now, originality isn't everything, but one thing it's not is theft. And if I may, there's one last point, and this involves discrimination against certain cultures and regions. Roblox has in fact faced controversy for blocking certain games in some countries but allowing the same games in other countries. This has raised concerns about censorship and unequal access to content. Now, if you yourself are thinking of trying this out, may I humbly suggest don't go anywhere near water, just saying. Anyways. I don't know if Luckily, Minecraft has no such problems. And in case you're thinking, no one cares about Roblox anyways, no one goes there. I'm sad to inform you that more than 47% of Roblox's daily active users are in the US, Canada, and Europe. And this amounts to a staggering 37.7 million daily active users. And if you do the math, which I didn't, but someone else did, as of this year, Roblox has 380 million monthly active users globally. globally. In comparison, you may be surprised to learn that Minecraft has around 140 million monthly active users. Now that's a lot of users, but significantly fewer than Roblox, but astronomically and incomprehensibly more than the number of users here on the MindGriller server. Speaking of which, I'm sort of missing my best friend. Anyways, I have to get back to Cow. His separation anxiety must be at a spinal tap 11. Now, after I watched the Minecraft and Roblox video, YouTube's very helpful algorithm suggested a video to me. And that was a video entitled, I built a huge power station, all in caps, in Minecraft Create Mod, exclamation point. It was uploaded about 4 days ago. Now, before I watched the video, I took note of its thumbnail, which confirms some tropes I have been periodically noting. Have you ever noticed that YouTube thumbnails are chock-a-block full of arrows, mostly red ones? And YouTube thumbnails often feature images of people with their mouths open in a sort of wax museum reanimation of a statically excited facial expression. And looking here at this very professional looking thumbnail, sure enough, there was the obligatory red arrow on the right, and on the left stood an image of the eponymous author's character in Minecraft. Now, as I wonder and squint, because inquiring minds want to know, is he too standing with his mouth agape? Well, who can say? Oh, and parenthetically, as it happened, I watched his video to the end. It contained big things, such as a Roblox-inspired girthy and swole girder-style suspension bridge, which parenthetically was not in the thumbnail. There, behind the akimbo outlined lettering, so much power, all in caps, was an image of the newly erected and aforementioned huge power station, also all in caps. Now it takes quite some effort to leave me speechless. Now, where were we? I fear our conversation about Roblox and the odd idiosyncratic tendencies of YouTube thumbnails have led us far afield. Now look here, the top item on my to-do list involves quite a bit of brewing. Now, we haven't done much brewing here on this channel, even though they make lovely chandeliers and candelabras. I wish my brother George was here. Now, the uninitiated may be expecting a time lapse. I would never. No, it's time for a ViewMaster. Now, the most educated among you will know that a ViewMaster is a morally ambiguous stereoscopic viewer that allows us to see the present, the past, and the future. And, well, it allows me to do a voiceover. Now, for those of you following along at home, I have here a brewing stand, which I may or may not have stolen from a village. And then I turned a blaze rod into some blaze powder. And then I added 3 glass bottles, and into these bottles I brewed some netherwort. The result is an awkward potion. Now, in and of themselves, awkward potions are not very useful, but they serve as sort of a building block. In this case, into the awkward potion, I'm going to brew a phantom membrane, which turns the awkward potion into a potion of slow falling, which is all well and good, but what we really need is a splash potion of falling. So to our potions of slow falling, we add some gunpowder, and when that's finished brewing, we will then have splash potions of slow falling. Now, when I add some dragon's breath, we will convert the splash potions of slow falling into lingering potions of slow falling. Now, our lingering potions of slow falling don't last for a long time, but we can extend them by brewing redstone into the lingering potions of slow falling. But we're not done yet. We have one more step. Are you excited? I'm excited. Now, you may be pleased to know that we are finished with the brewing stand and it's time to move over to the crafting table. Here in the center of the crafting table, we're going to put one lingering potion of slow falling, the extended version, and we're going to surround it with arrows. And each time we do this, we end up with 8 arrows of slow falling. Hurrah! Now, that was quite a few steps, but it's worth it in the end. Now, the most curious among you may be wondering, what use are arrows of slow falling? Good question. Now, it seems a couple episodes ago, only because it was, that Cow and I broke into the tower and we saw a bunch of slimes and above it was a map. And now I'm not one to let things like that go. So my plan, such as it is to take a look at the map. And my big-brained ingenious idea is a sort of Mission Impossible descent into the tower, all made possible by my slow-falling arrows and the kind people at Reeve's Cookie Cutter Clumps. Indulge in chocolate bliss, one clump at a time. Now, first things first, I'm gonna have to break into the ceiling. Look, what the jumpin' Bahosaphat is going on down there! Wither skeletons and those axe-wielding maniacs. Now before my indefatigable courage starts to disappear, all I have to do is hit myself on the head with an arrow. Now, which may be easier than it seems. Now all I have to do is fall through the trapdoor. Ah, I'm afraid. No, yes, wow. Oh, freaking skeleton. How did he get in here? Now with all this terror going on around here, if I die to a regular skeleton, Cow's gonna be quite disappointed. Sometimes the look of abject scorn on his face can be quite debilitating. Now, no time to lose. Here we go. Oh, I hope this potion doesn't wear off. Now I need to land on this ledge. The most frequent viewers of this channel, and that means both of you, might be quite surprised at my safe landing. But don't worry, there's still time. Now let's begin with the trapdoor to support the scaffolding. Now I hope none of these freaking mobs dive bomb me. It looks like the danger is coming from below. These freaking skeletons never quit. Now look, you see their arrows flying up through the air? Ow! I think that one hit right in my sacroiliac. Now all I have to do is climb the scaffolding and then I can take a good look at the map. You will excuse me while I nom nom nom. Now look here, 2 football hooligans. Are AS Roma and LS Lazio playing each other again? Look here, the map. Now it's a little bit hard to make out what this is, but I think it's an aerial view of this place. I think I see the factory, and there's the lodge, and the dusty old refinery is over there. Hey now, look here in the center. Do you see that orange arrow? Now, what can that be pointing at? Look here, these freaking hooligans are at it again. These ones could easily be confused for cast members of one of the Real Housewives franchises. They have quite a lot in common with the football hooligans. Arrest records notwithstanding. As you may know, both groups are known for their fierce pseudo-tribal conflict and dramatic antics, which create a sense of identity and belonging. It's not difficult to see, though, that more weighty catalysts are in play here. The most observant viewers among us, and that means both of you, may have already clocked how media whorishness and sensationalism and chaos are actually reflections of a deeper societal problem disguised as media spectacle. Now, speaking of spectacles, I wonder where Cow is. I bet his separation anxiety is at a Spinal Tap 11. Now I can't wait to see Cow. But also I can't wait for this night to be over. Yo, Cow, bro, what's up? Look, it's almost daytime. I wonder if it's too late to go to sleep. Good night. Sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. What? Cow earthquake? Grab your otters. Oh my. Jumping Jehoshaphat, Cow and I hate alarm clocks with a passion. But you know what that means? That means we've overslept. It's late. And what are we late for? Good question. This is the saddest part of the video. The frequent viewers among you, and that means both of you, will recognize that this is the part of the video in a sincere but mournful tone. I usually begin a sentence with the words, and sadly. Are you excited for the next spine-tingling episode? I'm excited. And well, with that being said, and due to Cow's bone-chilling separation anxiety, sadly, it's time to say our goodbyes. Goodbye, so long. Totsiens, Totso.